Namaskar and welcome to Express News, where we look at news in quick time. Let's begin. India's External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar will visit Qatar from December 30 to January 1. During his three-day visit, Dr. Jai Shankar will meet the Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister of Qatar, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman bin Jassim Al Thani. India's Corporate Affairs Minister and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman chaired the fifth pre-budget consultations with industry leaders in connection with the forthcoming Union Budget 2025-26 in New Delhi on Monday. The Indian Space Research Organization is set to launch its space docking experiment SpaceX on Monday. The mission will use PSLV C-60, lifting off at 2200 hours from Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. SpaceX will mark a milestone showcasing India's expertise in spacecraft docking technology. This capability would be vital for India's lunar and interplanetary missions. The Indian Space Research Organization has invited students of the physical sciences and technology, and they will be participating in START 2025 program. The registration will be closed on January 7, 2025. Ahead of the launch, ISRO scientists visited Sri Venkateshwara Swami Temple in Tirumala in the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh and offered prayers on Monday. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and the Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi offered prayers at the Mahakaleshwar Temple in Madhya Pradesh's Ujjain on Monday. A few months away from becoming operational, India's Navi Mumbai International Airport on Sunday witnessed the landing of the first commercial flight, Indigo A320, that received a water cannon welcome. The National Cadet Corps Republic Day Camp 2025 commenced at the Karyappa Parade Ground in New Delhi on the 30th of December. 114 cadets from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh and 178 cadets from Northeast region, they participated. On December 30, in 1943, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose hoisted the Indian national flag for the first time at Port Blair. This was also the day when this island was declared the first Indian territory to be freed from British rule. In India's capital Delhi, ahead of the New Year celebrations, the police have enhanced security measures. Special vehicles equipped with CCTV cameras and other facilities have been deployed for surveillance and patrolling. Acting on a tip-off, a team of Sri Bhumi police conducted a raid on Saturday and arrested a youth named Kabil Hussain with a large quantity of drugs. The police have launched an investigation into the case and are continuing their inquiries. In the wake of the recent violence in the Sambhal district of northern state of Uttar Pradesh, a police outpost is being constructed. The violence had claimed 4 lives and injured dozens, including security personnel. Rescue operations are underway in Rajasthan's Kiratpura village after a 3-year-old toddler fell into a bore well over a week ago. As per the authorities, the tunnel has been dug to reach the child, and the team is getting closer to their target. Bharat Interface for Money, BHIM, is a payment app that allows users to make quick, easy and simple transactions using the Unified Payments Interface or UPI. The National Payments Corporation of India had developed BHIM and launched it on this day, December 30 in 2016. Sensex dropped 450.94 points or 0.57% to close at 78,248.13. The Nifty fell 168.50 points or 0.71% to settle at 23,644.90. The Indian rupee slipped to its weakest closing level on record on Monday, pressured by a decline in the offshore Chinese yuan and broad-based dollar bids amid a prevailing bearish bias on the local currency. Japanese shares closed at a 5-month high on Monday, capping a record-breaking year for the Nikkei 225 index. The Tokyo Stock Exchange held a ceremony to mark the end of trading in 2024, a year marked by a new market high for the Nikkei. Europe's Markets in Crypto Assets Act, MiCA. It will come into effect on Monday across the 27-member bloc. This is the world's first comprehensive crypto regulatory framework aimed at regulating cryptos and enhancing market transparency. The MiCA Act, it provides a framework for crypto asset markets to address concerns related to market abuse, investor protection, and operational resilience. Oil prices edged down on Monday in thin holiday trade ahead of the year end, as traders awaited more Chinese and US economic data later this week. This is to assess growth in the world's two largest oil consumers. Brent crude futures eased 8 cents to $74.09 a barrel and while the more active March contract was at $73.73 a barrel, down 6 cents. India's public digital infrastructure featuring Aadhaar, UPI and e-governance platforms. These have revolutionized governance, promoting financial inclusion, transparency and efficiency. The success has inspired developing countries, especially Africa and South Asia. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has condoled the passing of the former USA President Jimmy Carter. In a post on X, PM Modi said that Carter's contributions to fostering strong India-US ties leave a lasting legacy. The 100-year-old former US President and Nobel laureate Jimmy Carter passed away on Sunday. The US flag on the White House appeared at half-mast in a tribute to the former US President. Now, the American flag was also lowered to half-mast in the Capitol following the announcement. The incumbent US President Joe Biden delivered his remarks expressing condolences over Carter's death, stating that the world has lost a remarkable leader. The US President-elect Donald Trump, the next story please. Donald Trump also paid tribute to the former president, Jimmy Carter, saying that we all owe him a debt of gratitude for all that he has done. The European Parliament President, Roberta Metsola, and the French President, Emmanuel Macron, the Ukrainian President Zelensky, were among the European leaders who expressed their sadness, along with the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, on social media site X. Latin American leaders, including the Brazilian President Lula da Silva, the Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel, and Panama's President José Raúl Mulino, they have all expressed condolences, along with their governments of Peru and Venezuela. South Korean authorities have sought the arrest of the suspended President Yoon Suk-yeol over his short-lived declaration of martial law. South Korea's acting president, Choi Sang-mok, on Monday ordered an emergency safety inspection of the country's entire airline operation system. He also visited the site of the crash on Sunday. The South Korean air accident killed 179 people of the 181 on board on Sunday when an airliner belly landed and skidded off the runway, erupting into a fireball as it slammed into a wall at the Muan International Airport. Another Jeju Air passenger jet reportedly experienced a landing gear malfunction on Monday. The jet experienced an unidentified landing gear issue after takeoff and returned to Gimpo, where it landed safely. The US President Joe Biden said on Sunday that the United States is prepared to provide any necessary assistance to South Korea. In an interview with Al Arabiya on Sunday, Syria's new leader, Ahmed al-Shahara, has said that holding new elections in Syria could take up to 4 years. Azerbaijani President Aliyev is demanding that Russia takes responsibility for accidentally shooting down the Azerbaijan airline passenger jet before it crashed, killing 38 people of the 67 on board. Mikhail Kavelashvili was sworn in as the president of Georgia on Sunday after the government suspended its application to join the European Union in a move that sparked major protests. The outgoing president, Salome Zurabishvili, has refused to step down on Sunday, saying she's the only legitimate president and has vowed to fight against the government. Thousands of Georgians have protested in the capital, Tbilisi, as the new president, allied with the ruling Georgian Dream Party, was inaugurated. Now, Croatia's incumbent president, Zoran Milanovic, has won the most number of votes in the first round of presidential election on Sunday, but he's fallen short of a majority and will have to go for a second round. Chad voted in a general election on Sunday that the government had hailed as a key step towards ending military rule. Voting was marked by a low turnout of 52.37%. In Spain, thousands of protesters on Sunday made their way through the streets of Valencia, calling for the resignation of the regional leader Carlos Mazón over the handling of the deadly floods which killed more than 220 people. Finnish authorities have uncovered evidence of a tanker's suspected role in severing vital infrastructure in the Baltic Sea. Now, investors believe that Eagle S had dragged its anchor, breaking the 658 megawatt Eastlink 2 power cable and 4 telecom lines connecting Finland and Estonia. A Brightline train collided with a Delray fire truck, splitting the truck into 2 parts. In the United States and Florida, around 15 people, including 3 firefighting staff, were injured in the crash. A fire broke out at a 6-story hotel in Bangkok on Sunday night, killing 3 foreigners whose identity is still under investigation. 7 other people were injured from the fire. Over 3,000 Slovakian doctors are set to resign on the New Year's Eve because of poor working conditions, insufficient funding, and relatively low salaries. Milan, Italy's second-largest city, will enforce a ban on smoking in outdoor public spaces starting January 1, 2025. This is part of the ongoing climate and air quality improvement efforts. Time for a short break. Stay with us here on Express News.
Well, 2024 has been quite a journey, especially when we talk about the world of cinema. From the 100 years of Raj Kapoor to India's prowess at Cannes Film Festival, we'll take you through the journey of the year 2024, Selections 2024.
Welcome back to Express News. Let's continue. Now, the India Meteorological Department has forecast dense to very heavy fog over Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan during the next 2 to 3 days. The Met Department has predicted dense fog conditions, and these are also likely to prevail during late night and early morning hours in Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya. The IMD also forecasts light to scattered rainfall and snowfall over western Himalayan region from the 1st to the 4th of next month because of a western disturbance. Jammu and Kashmir in India is in the grip of an intense cold wave. The mercury has plummeted after incessant snowfall. At least 10 tornadoes touched down in the southeastern United States, states of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, leaving at least 1 person dead near Houston. That's what the National Weather Service has said. A severe tornado in Crockett, Texas, brought down trees and power lines and ripped parts of the roof of a clinic located near a nursing home and creating hazardous conditions for divers as well as residents, for drivers. Now, strong winds and heavy rains battered the streets of Magee in Mississippi as tornadoes led by a strong storm system moved across the southeastern United States over the weekend. The Peruvian government has closed 91 ports after raging waves had slammed the coast, the Navy reported. Although no fatalities have been reported, the closure of the ports, the beaches, they have affected local economies. According to a report by the Peruvian Navy, which was released, the swells in the coastal area are expected to last until Wednesday. As India's northern state of Himachal Pradesh has been reeling under heavy snowfall, tourists are enjoying the Manali-Solang Valley. Rath Khada Mela begins in Jammu and Kashmir's Samba, marking the Hindu Lord Surya or the sun god's journey towards the Uttarayan or the north. Rath Khada Mela is also called Kambal Mela and Pahadi Mela, as the hilly people throughout the year make warm clothes and blankets with their own hands, which they come and sell at this fair. Around 12,000 dancers perform Bharatanatyam in the southern Indian city of Kochi. They registered their names in the Guinness Book of World Records. Apart from Kerala, dancers from various states and foreign countries, they included the Gulf countries. Also, the US and UK, Australia and Canada have participated in this event. Ahead of the famed ball drop on New Year's Eve, crowds gathered to watch a practice confetti drop in New York City's Times Square. The 3,000 pounds of confetti released on New Year's Eve will include thousands of wishes from individuals who have submitted them on actual confetti at the New Year's Eve wishing wall in Times Square, as well as the virtual wishing wall. The Spanish festival, where revelers battle with eggs and flour, takes place every year to mark the Day of Holy Innocents. During the festival, participants dress in mock military garb and stage a mock coup by throwing flour and eggs at each other, essentially creating a flour battle throughout the town. Every Friday, folk musician Ina Salman performs the Svedankla, an ancient form of love song from Bosnia that this month was included in UNESCO's National Inventory of Intangible Cultural Heritage. Svedalanka, it's often referred to as the Balkan Blues. It's a melancholic urban love song dating back to the 16th century. Worshippers gathered in Rio de Janeiro's iconic Copacabana beach. They are honoring Afro-Brazilian sea goddess Yamanja ahead of the new year. As part of the annual tradition to celebrate the goddess, followers of the Umbanda religion, they dress in white and they sing and dance around the statue of Yemanja. The fourth Bird's Nest Happy Ice and Snow Season was unveiled at the National Stadium in Beijing and will run until mid-February. This year's Ice and Snow Season features over 10 amusement activities, including classic attractions such as the Snow Circle Plaza, which spans 2,200 square meters. Celebrations were held for a giant panda cub who turned 6 months old at a zoo in southwest China's Chongqing municipality. India is set to host the World Audio Visual Entertainment Summit Waves. For the first time in 2025, the event will provide a great opportunity to showcase the nation's creative talent to the world. The event is scheduled from the 5th to the 9th of February 2025 in New Delhi. Renowned filmmaker Rohit Shetty is set to produce a biopic on the life of the former Commissioner of Mumbai Police, Rakesh Maria, with actor John Abraham in the lead role. The movie's production will begin in summer of 2025. Actor Manoj Vajpayee has wrapped up filming the third season of the popular espionage drama, The Family Man. He will be reprising the Family Man's spy protagonist Shrikant Tiwari. Featuring Hrithik Roshan in the titular role, the much-anticipated superhero film Krish the Fourth is all set to go on floors around summer of 2025. Charles Dolan, a media pioneer and the man behind the creation of cable TV giant HBO, that's Home Box Office, passed away at the age of 98. The veteran actress Olivia Hussey, best known for her role in the 1968 adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, passed away at the age of 73. Warner Brothers Studio has made an announcement. The Hollywood star Tom Cruise's upcoming film with Oscar-winning director Alejandro Gonzalez will open in American theaters in October, in fact of 2026, October 2, 2026. Walter Sales, I'm Still Here, has become a global sensation as it collects $11.1 million. The film is set in Rio de Janeiro in 1970, depicting the period of a military dictatorship in Brazil. Matt Reeves' The Batman sequel has been pushed back by a year to October 1, 2027. Starring Robert Pattinson as Batman, the film's shooting will begin next year in 2025. Marvel Studios has officially released the trailer of its highly anticipated animated series, Your Neighborhood Spider-Man, set to premiere on Disney Plus on January 29, 2025. Australia beat India by 184 runs. This is in the fourth test of the Melbourne on Monday. They take a 2-1 lead in the 5-match series. India's 13-year-long unbeaten run in the Boxing Day Test in Australia finally ended as the home side clinched a victory in the final session of Day 5. Yashasvi Jaiswal top scored with 84 runs and added 88 runs with Rishabh Pant. Jaiswal was caught out despite a snickometer showing no spike. Pat Cummins was named player of the match for taking 6 wickets in the match. He also scored a crucial 90 runs. The fourth test between India and Australia became the best attended test in the nation's history. Over 350,700 spectators flocked to the stadium over the 5 days. South Africa defeated Pakistan by 2 wickets in the first test in Centurion and booked a spot in the World Test Championship final at Lord's next June. Top-ranked chess player Carlsen has confirmed that he's going to be playing in the World Blitz Championship tournament on Monday after FIDE agreed to relax rules on dress code. India's Konero Humpy beat Indonesia's Irene Karishma Sukandar in round 11 to win the FIDE World Rapid Championship 2024 in New York. India's Lakshay Sen outplayed Alex Lanier of France and finished third in the King Cup International Badminton Open in Shenzhen, in China. Haryana Steelers won their first ever Pro Kabaddi League title after defeating Patna Pirates in an epic final in Pune. The Indian women's football team is taking on Maldives in the first of their 2 friendly matches in Bengaluru. Manchester City secured a much-needed 2-0 victory over Leicester City in Leicester. This is Man City's first win in 5 Premier League games. Manager Pep Guardiola marked the major milestone wins in his 500th match as Manchester City boss in all competitions. Liverpool thrashed West Ham United 5-0 at the London Stadium to stretch their Premier League lead to 8 points. The former Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina leads Kazakhstan into the quarterfinals of the United Cup mixed team event. It's a tournament with a win over Greece on Monday. This happened in Perth. That's all we have in Express News. Thank you very much for watching. Namaskar.